Hello traders. Today let's put analysis aside and talk about pro firms. Because the truth is the pro firm you choose can determine whether you become profitable or not. I've done deep research and I've tested some of the biggest pro firms myself, and I've come up with my top five pro firms of 2026. I judge them based on three main factors, which are the price, the rules, and the trading freedom. As you all know, there are hundreds of pro firms out there, as you can see clearly here. We have a lot of those pro firms, and I'm not going to waste your time going through all of them. And I'm simply going to break down the five best pro firms based on my own testing, research, and personal preferences. And the number one pro firm on this list might surprise you. In fact, I'm going to buy a challenge account with the number one firm that we have in our list, and we are going to see how it goes together. I'll also drop the links to all five pro firms in the description below so that you can check them out for yourself and decide which pro firm to use. So at number five, we have Funding Pips, and this is their website. So in terms of the account, the challenge accounts that we have, in terms of the price, $100,000 step challenge account with Funding Pips will cost you about $522. That makes it the second most expensive farm on the entire list that I have made for you guys. They do have a smaller account starting at 5K for $36, as you can see here clearly, but there is no refund on the challenge fee. You pass the challenge account, you get funded, but you don't get that fee back. And then in terms of the rules that they have, I would give Funding Pips a 6.5 out of 10 on in terms of the rules. And then the rules are clear: no hidden pages, no hidden rules, no surprises, and you get to have an 8% profit target in phase one, 5% target in phase two. There's no time limit to pass the challenges, which is good, and their daily drawdown is strict. So it's 5% based on your balance, not the equity. And then that means if you are in profit and the market pulls back, you can still get stopped out. And it's not unfair, but it's tough if you are a swing trader. So in terms of number three, in terms of trading freedom, and I think personally, I think this is where Funding Pips does pretty well. And I'll give them, in terms of trading freedom, I'll give them a 7 out of 10 rating, because they allow overnight trading, and then they also allow weekend trading. News trading is allowed as well. You can hold through NFP and CPI, and then EAs and bots are also allowed. And then copy trading is allowed between your own accounts. Let's say maybe if you have two accounts on Funding Pips, you can do copy trading on both accounts. The only downside there is that their asset list is limited. It's mostly the forex pairs and indices, and that means if you want to trade US stocks, or let's say maybe crypto, you won't find it there. So here the verdict of Funding Pips. My own verdict about Funding Pips: the pro firm is very good. The good thing about them is fast payouts, good support, clean dashboard, and solid trading freedom. And the bad side about Funding Pips is that you are paying premium price for what feels like a mid tire package. So generally, Funding Pips is also one of the most best firms that you can choose. But as for me, I rank it at number five, depending on my own research and everything in terms of rules, the trading freedom, and even the prices. So that is it on Funding Pips. Let us go to the number four pro firms that we have in our list. Coming in at number four, we have the Fivers. This is the firm that is famous for one thing, letting you scale to a 4 million account. And in terms of price, $100,000 two-step challenge account with the Fivers goes for around $491. That's cheaper than FTMO and Funded Next. And there is no refund once you purchase this account. Let's say maybe once you finish both the challenges, the first one challenge and the second challenge, you don't have a refund. and there is no time limit. You can take 2 weeks or even 6 months to pass the challenges. And then if you can like if you like, even you can do the challenges for 1 year, 2 years, whatever. So in terms of rules, this is where the fivers lose a lot of points, and I'm going to rate them at a 5 out of 10 in terms of the scale of 1 to 10. And then the rules are written clearly, but they have the strictest rule in the entire industry, which is the consistency rule. And this means that if one of your trading days makes up more than 50% of your total profit, the system flags you. You now have to trade more days to balance it out before you can get funded. They also have a 10% profit target in phase one, and 5% in phase two, and that is 2% higher than most pro firms, because most pro firms, you find that they have their profit target mostly at 8% on phase one, and at around 5 or 4% on phase two. So the rules aren't traps, and but they are designed to force you to trade slow, because they prefer having you as a trader growing slowly, bit by bit, and I think that is their main aim. So in terms of number three, in terms of trading freedom, this is unfortunately for me, I will rank them 4 out of 10 in a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of trading freedom, because they allow overnight trading, they allow weekend trading, but there is no news trading. News trading is banned in the mostly in the standard accounts. You cannot trade 5 minutes before or after red folders news. For example, once we have the NFP news, 5 minutes before the news, you cannot be trading. So, or let's say maybe after the NFP is out, you have to give the market for at least 5 minutes before taking any trade. And then they also allow EA and bots trading, and also copy trading is allowed. I don't know in terms of which copy trading, but I think copy trading is allowed. So you have time freedom, but zero strategy freedom. So if you are a day trader, a news trader, or anyone aggressive in the market, the fivers will fight you every step of the way. So my final verdict on the fivers, in terms of the good part and the bad part. In terms of good part about them is no time limit and the best scaling plan in the business. They have the best scaling plan in the business, and some traders are managing millions with them, because they have that freedom of you scaling up to at least $4 million. So, and the bad part about them is the consistency rule and news banning of the news trading, and making it brutal for most strategies. So because sometimes most of the traders prefer trading the news to try and finish their challenge accounts. So I think that is also uh, uh, an obstacle for you as a trader. So in simple terms, fivers is for long-term traders, conservative traders, and swing traders, people who want to build a career over 3 years and above. Let's say maybe taking some more time to trade, or to stay consistent and try to finish the challenges. Not for 3 months, not for those traders that want to pass the challenges in a very short period of time, let's say maybe 3 months, 2 months, or even 1 month. So that is it on Fivers. I think it is also a good platform, because it teaches you on how to be a disciplined trader. Let's say maybe by taking your time and not trying to rush. Let's say maybe your decisions when trying to trade. So you have to look for those A plus setups on when you are trying to trade on this platform. And also one thing that before I forget, they also offer a very small account. They have their account starting from 2.5k challenge account. Then they also have a 5k challenge account. You can see a 5k challenge account can go for $35, as low as $35. Also, a 2.5k challenge account can go at $19. So you don't have enough capital, and you only have let's say maybe $20 with you. You can try to look at the fivers at 2.5k challenge account. But remember, you must also consider other rules before taking this profile. So that is it on Fivers, guys. Let us go to the next profile that we have on the list. Number three, we have Funded Next. This is the program that I'm currently using. I have multiple accounts on this Funded Next. And if you have been on Twitter or Discord in the last year, you have seen this name everywhere. They blew up fast, and the program has done quite well for the past 2 years. And then in terms of the price of the accounts, at a 100K challenge account, you can get it at $549. And then that makes Fandenex the most expensive farm on the entire list that I've made for you guys today. And then in terms of rules, in a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving Fandenex an 8 out of 10 here. And it is because their rules are fair and they are transparent, no hidden rules. And they have an 8% target in the phase one. You can see here clearly. And then in phase two, they have a target of 5%. So, and also there are no limit. There is no time limit, and the payouts are reliable every 2 weeks, and they actually have a huge Discord with real support. The only problem is their copy trading rules. The rules can get confusing depending on if you are on evaluation or let's say maybe the Stellar account. Other than that, everything is clean. And in terms of trading freedom, this is where Fandenex scores very good. In terms of in a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because they also allow overnight trading, they allow weekend trading, they allow news trading, and also they allow ES and bot trading. And also in terms of copy trading is allowed with some limits between your own accounts. So I think you can't copy trade on both your accounts. Let's say maybe if you have two challenge accounts on Funded Next, you can't take the same trade on both accounts. So my final verdict on Funded Next, the good part is they have the best community in the pro farm trading, and also they offer fast support, reliable payouts, and full trading freedom. And the bad part of it is that it's expensive because you can see here 549 is a lot just to attempt uh, a 100K challenge account. So I think Fundenext also is a very good firm, and I'm ranking it at number three. At number two, we have FTMO. This is the oldest, the most trusted, the most talked about. But in 2026, I think we have other pro firms popping up. And this is based on some factors. Let's say maybe the price, the trading freedom, and let's say maybe because FTMO doesn't provide, let's say maybe the instant challenge account, because on FTMO you only get one-step challenge account and a two-step challenge account. Also, some pro firms have even three-step challenge accounts. So you can see here on FTMO, we only have two challenge accounts. And then in terms of price, 100K challenge account can cost you at around $540. But here is at around 439 because I think there is an offer going on. And that's the second most expensive on the list behind Funded Next, only $9 cheaper than Funded Next, and you are 100% paying for the brand name and reputation here. So in terms of rules, in a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give FTMO 7% out of 10. And then the rules are clear, professional, and they have been the same for years. And I think that is why most traders trust FTMO because their rules have never been changed. So and then on phase one, they have a 10% target, and then on phase two they have a 5% profit target, and then they have a trading period which is unlimited, no time limit, and therefore it is also a very good thing to note about. And then payouts are reliable every month. They have monthly payouts, and I think that is one of their weakness. Because as for me personally, I think having a payout, let's say maybe after a week or let's say maybe after 2 weeks, is going to be better than monthly payout. And their analytics dashboard is the best in the industry. You can see clearly they have a very good dashboard, and then they have two strict rules that kill a lot of accounts. And I think that is the bad part of FTMO because number one rule that kills most of the accounts is no trading during high impact news. I think most of the traders prefer trading, let's say maybe the news events. So, and that means 5 minutes before or after, you are not allowed to take any trade during the news. So you are allowed, you only have to take a trade 5 minutes before the news, and you are only allowed to take a trade 5 minutes after the news has been released. So, and then number two, we have the consistency rule, which is also a very big obstacle to traders. The consistency rule is if one day if the profits from one day is more than 50% of your profit, you have to keep trading to balance it. So FTMO is fair, but I don't think it is flexible enough. And then in terms of number three, trading freedom, this is FTMO's weakest area, and I think I'll be giving it a rate of 6 out of 10, because you have already heard that they have the consistency rule, and then they don't allow you to trade the news. And in terms of any other thing, let's say maybe for example the overnight trading, they allow overnight trading, they allow weekend trading, and also they allow use of bots. Let's say maybe if you have a bot and you want to trade using the EAs, or let's say maybe the bot, it is also allowed. So, and now, my final verdict on FTMO. Uh, the good part of FTMO is the most trusted name in the game. Best analytics, huge asset list. Let's say maybe they have the forex, the indices, the stocks, crypto, the commodities, and over 100 instruments. And then they have a rock solid reputation as well. And then the bad side of it, they are very expensive. That is number one. And then they also have the strict consistency rules, and I think that is one thing that also you can consider when trying to look for a challenge account on FTMO. So that is it over on FTMO. That is what I have on FTMO, and I think it is also a very good pro farms, and a very good pro farm. And one thing you need to know: all these pro farms that I'm going through are very good pro farms, but you need to consider all the factors that I'm talking about in this analysis. So, and I think that is it on FTMO. So let us go to the next one. And finally, at number one, we have One Funded. This is the firm that beats everyone on price, rules, and freedom. I know it is very new to most of the traders, and personally, I think I have ranked it at number one because it is balanced out on every aspect. So, One Funded recently received the fastest growing pro firm global 2026 award at the UF Awards, Brokerage and FinTech. And because I believe in them that much, I'm buying a challenge with them, a 10K challenge to try and test the waters and see on how this performs. And then in terms of price, the price that they have on a 100K challenge account, it goes at around $349. That's $200 cheaper than Funded Next and FTMO. They also refund 100% of the challenge fee on your first payout. So if you pass, you basically get the challenge for free. So, and then in terms of the rules that they have on their accounts, I'm giving them 9 out of 10. I'm ranking them a 9 out of 10 in a scale of 1 to 10. The rules are simple, fair, and trader friendly. 8% target in phase one and 5% target in phase two. No time limit, meaning that you can take as long as much as you want. And then there is no consistency rule, as you guys saw on FTMO and let's say maybe the Fivers. And then payouts are every 2 weeks, and they have been paying on time since day one. There are no hidden rules. Let's say maybe the traps. There are no hidden rules, and their rules are very straightforward. And then in terms of trading freedom, number three, this is where One Funded wins a lot, because I think they have a balanced structure. They have balanced out everything, and this includes overnight trading is allowed, weekend trading is allowed, news trading is also allowed. You can trade the NFP, the CPI, the FOMC. All those news events are allowed. Also, they allow bots if you are a trader using a bot, you can also try to trade using bots. You can also have copy trading. They even give you a big asset list, let's say maybe the forex pairs, indices, crypto, and even metals. So whether you are a scalper, news trader, or swing trader, OneFunded lets you trade your strategy. So my final verdict on OneFunded challenge account: the good thing about them is that they offer some good challenge, some cheap accounts, and then the best rules that they have as well. The most trading freedom. You have the freedom that you want as a trader, plus the fee, the refundable fee. And then the bad thing about them is that they are newer than FTMO and let's say maybe funded next. And so the brand is not that old. Uh, but I think they have gained that trust in a very short period of time. And if you only pick one farm in 2026, I think this is the best pro farm in 2026. All 5 links to the best top 5 pro farms are in the description below. And if you want to join me on the One Funded challenge, the link is pinned in the comment section. Both One Funded and Funded Next have discounts, and I have provided the links in the video description. One Funded gives 25% discount on any challenge account you buy, and Funded Next gives you a 5% discount on any challenge you also buy. Drop a comment which pro farm for you is the best, and which pro farm for you is the number 5 pro farm. And also don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below the comment section, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss on any updates that I have for you guys.